As I've mentioned before, with or without Trump's tariff, it is most important for Thailand to work on increasing our competitiveness capabilities by making the production cost cheaper, which gives us two benefits. Consumers buy cheaper products, and we become more competitive in terms of export. So we need to see what we need to do about that, even without Trump's tariff. So, what they, US, wanted us to do, we're already thinking of doing. In terms of importing US pork, Thailand already have our own pig farms. So we are opening a small amount of import for them, US, to try the market. But there will be conditions, such as we need to check their factories if there's any use of beta agonists. It's not easy for them to sell to us. So this number is very, very little. Suppose in the number that we consume in Thailand, it would be less than 1%. Every country in Southeast Asia have all been working very hard as well, I believe, in order to maintain the gap of our advantages and disadvantages not being too high and to maintain competitiveness.
And he confirmed that the tariff on Australian goods into the United States would remain at 10% and that there would be no increase in the rate. He did indicate that there had been some pressure in the American system for an increase, but that President Trump had decided to maintain that 10%. I think this is a vindication for the Albanese government and particularly the Prime Minister in the cool and calm way that we have conducted diplomacy with the United States. What this decision means, in conjunction with all of the other changes to other countries, is that Australian products are now more competitive into the American market. We believe in free and fair trade, and we will continue to put the argument to the United States that they should remove all tariffs on Australian products in accordance with our free trade agreement. And we will continue to prosecute that argument. In fact, I've invited Commerce Secretary Lutnick to come to Australia to continue the discussions.
So far, the negotiations have achieved some interim progress. The tax rate has been reduced from 32% to 20%. However, the 20% tariff rate was never Taiwan's target to begin with. We will continue negotiations and strive for a rate that's more favorable for Taiwan. The U.S. government has also expressed its willingness to engage in further discussions with Taiwan on this matter. The technical consultations have already been completed, but the final wrap-up meeting has yet to take place. As a result, the final tax rate has not been determined, which is why the current rate remains a provisional one. Our ultimate goal is to secure a reasonable tariff rate that is most beneficial to Taiwan, while also ensuring that the Section 232 tariffs do not have a negative impact on Taiwan's ICT industry and electronic components sector. This remains the core objective of our negotiations.
សូមអរគុណអត្រានៅកម្ពុជាយើងគឺជាបន្ទាត់មានជំរាបមិញហើយរដ្ឋាភិបាលមិននៅស្ងៀមមិនធ្វើអីទេ
This rate, 19%, allows us to maintain the remaining factories in Cambodia. And we have the chance to expand more factories, attract more investors to come to invest here for the interest of our nation, that is, the creation of jobs for our people. We will continue to negotiate to lower the tariffs below 19% on some goods that are the priority goods from Cambodia. That has created 1 million jobs for our people, especially for women, where for each one of them who supports 4 to 5 members of their families at the villages. So it is a very important sector for Cambodia.
We continue to look to find a way to grow our economy. We're going to find a way to attract more tourists to visit Cambodia. That's important. So various sector that need to be improved. Okay. So tourism industry, we need to look at that. Export agencies, minister will look into it. Investment, CDC will go together with some line ministry, Oknya Association to attract more FDI into the country to create jobs and to grow our economy. So I'm optimistic. If peace prevails at the border, Cambodia will receive a lot more investment into the country.